gonna light me stove. Bear with me. Hang on. Light me stove up. So get the water on the go. Come on. So it's not been started for a day. So it takes a bit of going. Getting going. Oh, look at that. Nightmare. Come on. There you go. Get some flames on the go. That's better. Now we're going to start to burn a bit. Put the light on, yeah. Oh. Just going to get the saucepan on. Some onions over here. Leave this one over here, just burning away. Yeah, that will be right there. Got some more firewood to burn there, but it's not that cold. I thought it'd be colder. To be honest, it's colder out in the fields. The fields I've had to cross to get here. Anyway. Let me turn that flame down a bit. Oh, I've got too much water in there, but it's okay. The American election, I think, tonight. Well, here in England, it'll be coming through all through the early hours, I guess. That sounds a bit dodgy, actually. Something behind me crackling around in the bushes. Nature, eh? Wow.
If it's casino time, it's entertainment time at grovenicasinos.com. Show your own time. Spin the slot reel.
That'll do.
Play real roulette. UK casinos.
Not heard any owls tonight. They could be out at the moment.
Casino expert at grovenicasinos.com. Grosvenor Casinos. It's entertainment time. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. Gamblerware.org.
Exclusive live championship Thursday night.
I've been using this new app where I can sit here in the dark and pick up heat sources. So I've been sort of looking at the owls, where they are in the trees. They're everywhere. In fact, I feel quite honoured that they've let me stay here. They're very territorial, but then they're also very inquisitive. And if they, obviously they'll look at you and assess what you're doing. And if they find you interesting, they'll leave you be. And they've left me, so I'm taking it. They find me quite interesting, but I'm not trying to interfere with them. Do you know what I mean? I'm not trying to. And they're a bird of prey as well. The owls. But yeah, it's all good. They've not even attacked me or done anything, so it's all good. Shut am I watching over there? Alright. Chocolate time. Yeah, Liverpool. Where am I? I'm in England, guys. I'm in the southeast of England. out in the countryside. I'm just about to have a nice hot chocolate drink. There you go. And I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Just me and the foxes. Me and the foxes as well. The foxes and the owls. But yeah, I saw this massive owl up in the tree the other night. There's a bit of footage that I've uploaded, and it's the size of a baby. That was a big barn owl. But I've also heard the tawny owl in here, and there's also another. There's 5 species of owl that inhabit England. Yeah, and there's one. There's something behind me there. There's one with big pointy ears and like eyebrows, and it looks really scary. It looks like something off of Sesame Street. But yeah, I'll probably be well, probably be running when I see that one. Now I won't be running. I'll probably just be amazed, like I was the other night. I think where I am is actually in their roost, so I feel quite privileged. Obviously, when they're roosting here, they sleep in the trees, and their heads can spin round like 360 degrees. They've got the same vision as humans, so they must have very good eyes, especially with the fact that they can spin their heads round. Hello, Oliver. I'm okay, mate. Just about to have a hot chocolate, and I best get on with it before the water completely boils away. Basically. Oh, spill a bit on my torch. I'm going to go for that amount tonight. That. I just going to try. Oh. There you go. I've got to have another fire before I leave here to burn off all my rubbish. Plus I've got a bit more firewood there. But to be honest, it's quite warm just sitting here with these on. Even in your tent with this little lantern, or like one of these, that'll actually keep your tent warm, but I wouldn't advise it unless you sort of, you know what you're up to. Indeed. Yeah, I thought I'd come out and have a little look. Back in the wood again.
Hey boys, you alright?
Alright, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Wasn't expecting that one, that's for sure.
Are you a Sporting Lisbon fan?
The more I'm staying here, the more I'm thinking I might just keep coming here. Because I feel quite privileged that I'm getting close to them owls. I've been looking up a bit about owl photography and stuff like that. And apparently it's quite rare to be getting up next to these birds like I am. Obviously you've got your daytime birds, but then in the evening you've just got your owls, which I find quite crazy. Yeah. And they've been known to eat whole squirrels. But mainly they come on the floor, so looking for mice. Well, they've got very good vision. They come little mice, rats, anything. There's loads of stuff running around here. The amount of noises I hear in the bushes, there's quite a few. But obviously, you've got to start worrying if you hear heavy feet, human sort of weight crashing through, which you'd soon wake up, you'd soon know about. Because to be honest, I shouldn't be hearing anybody coming that close to me. Yeah. I suppose the heaviest thing could be a wild boar, a bit like a wild pig running around. But to be honest, nothing will attack you unless you're like you get it in a corner or something like that. Then it might. You go near its babies or something like that, then it will. Yeah, anybody wants to say hello, feel free to. open to conversation out there. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I'm out here all the time doing mad videos. Yeah. Out here with nature, with all the foxes. Yeah, the foxes are out here at night. The foxes, little field mice running around, and oh, well, I'm near the river, so you might get beavers and otters and that coming along there in that water. But yeah, so far all I've encountered is snakes, snakes and owls.
Midway through season, well, not even midway.
And the snakes will be, well, should be hibernating now. The adders, which are the ones you haven't got to worry about them, but if you're ill or something like that, an adder could kill you, but somebody healthy like me, I'll be okay. They won't bite you. They'd rather slither off into the darkness than bite you. To be honest, it's quite cold out here, so the average snake's going to be curled up in the warm. It'll come out when the sun's out to get a bit of warmth.
Speaking of Ruben Amorim, he's been speaking after that 4-1 win over Man City tonight. He was asked what message it sends to the Premier League ahead of him joining.
Got a bit of fuel left. Fuel's lasted quite a while though. Also, this oil that I'm burning here, that citronella, actually repels insects, flying insects. So if you have a few of them around your camp, I've got it in that one there, which is a brass one. I'll put this over here. I've also got another one over there. Also got my radio here. Not that we're going to get in any emergencies. I've got my radio here, PMR 446, and for our American viewers, I believe it's GMRS, which is a hand band, but in England it's not a hand band, it's actually the open band. Yeah, so that's where I am. Obviously this is dual band.
He's still got one more game, I believe. He's got one more game. And then he turns up. Yeah, so Man United are going to be looking forward to getting him straight in. Do you think he'll change your formation? I'll be stunned if he doesn't.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll go straight away 3-4-3?
When the internet goes down, this will still work.
Even if he doesn't have the players for it, it doesn't feel like they've got the players for it.
Not that I've actually use it in an emergency, but it's good to have. I don't normally just talk to people on there. The big radio out tonight.
So they've got that covered. So I think defensively he's got enough there.
Thought I'd tune into America later on and see what's going on in their crazy election.
I'll be amazed if he does.
Obviously with this I can do long wave, all sorts of stuff.
Well, that's the problem. That is it.
Long wave AM, short waves, FM, CB band, short waves there. You can also press that. We can go into side bands, upper side band. But the Americans will be on this one, which is the lower side band. Yeah. That there is the air band. It's actually Heathrow Airport approach, which I can pick up from in these woods, believe it or not. I'm about 35 miles southeast of London, in the countryside, in the county of Kent. And if you tap in Hadlow, Hadlow, you'll come up with my little village. And I'm on the outskirts of that at the moment. I basically lived here all my life.
The App Store and Google Play today. 18+BeGambleAware.org.
Una artimaña para sacarle el poder, como esa cantidad de películas o documentales o de teorías conspiranoicas donde decían que incluso la pandemia era una artimaña para hacerle perder popularidad. Por lo tanto, nos enfrentamos con dos realidades y una de ellas es muy difícil de argumentar y de luchar contra ella, incluso ya no de luchar, por no intentar generar un ellos contra nosotros, un otros nosotros.
has got an anagram attached to it, is the Beatles, the long and winding road in a...
The Beatles. Oh, got something flying on me like there. Wow, big moth. Moths the size of bats. And there's also bats in here as well. But they've only made an appearance once. But you hear the owls, about 4 o'clock they'll start hooting. And then also in here, which I heard the other night, was what's called a baby owl, which is really rare.
Say 89 people remain missing after last week's devastating flash floods, which killed...
Yeah, I've only heard them once in here, them baby ones, which are rare.
BBC.
So yeah, so far I've come across 3 types of the owls. So I've just got 2 more to cross off my list. But I've only seen one, the one that sits right above there and is the size of a baby, which it wasn't alarming when I see it the other night. It was just shocking. I thought, wow, I didn't think the owl would be that big. And apparently the females are a lot bigger than the males, so maybe that was a female up there looking at me. But it was the size of a 3-year-old child. I shit you not. Yeah, I've been like getting educated on them. Because obviously these owls, you don't get them flying into my garden. They might fly over and stop, but you know what I mean, they're actually roosting in here.
Sooner rather than later after those polls close. And one of the things that we're also counting down to in, where are we, 7 minutes time, is the exit poll. Now, Laksha Jain,
The exit poll, eh?
with us on this program.
We get the exit poll as well in England, we get those.
People listening in the UK,
Which are normally right, but you never know.
The polls closed, there's this big moment, the exit poll is released and the result is projected. The exit poll in the US is not the same thing.
Who do I think's going to win?
In
Not that I'm American, but
Yeah, Ross, it's not at all
I
the
probably
same thing.
think
Yes,
that
it's
Trump's
held in
going to
the
win,
United States, but the
probably.
survey of voters, it's national in each state, etc.
Is he going to be any good for America? Probably not.
What did you vote for? Why did you vote the way you
If I'm
did?
being
What were your
honest.
stances on certain issues?
Um,
A long time ago, right, the exit poll used to be conducted only
suppose if
in
you've not got a lot of
person, but
choice,
as absentee voting has
who can you vote
expanded
for?
by mail, by early in-person voting, etc. Exit poll methodology has been changed and has been refined, but while it's an incredible resource of data, it's so early.
Yeah, it's too early, man.
Trump, un perfil predominantemente más allá de las encuestas o de las estadísticas.
Let's see. B-bag. Something moving around there. Lots of things moving around tonight.
what this is pointing us towards.
Well, right now we don't have any completed counties.
Some more firewood. I've got quite a bit to burn before I leave here.
15, 20 minutes, and we'll get
Maybe I'm just going to stay in here, man. All winter.
very soon in about 30,
Do you know what I mean? And get to really see these birds. Because obviously, autumn, the trees are losing their leaves.
Right now, from the results we have, we can see Jennifer McCormick is not on track to do that, but let's see if she can extend.
Jennifer McCormack. Who's she? I don't even know who she is.
After 6:30 in Washington, D.C., just after 11:30 in the evening.
11:30.
Let's head over to the Trump campaign headquarters in Palm Beach in Florida. Our correspondent Bill Grant is outside where Donald Trump's supporters are gathering. What's the mood, Will, from the people that you're seeing that are... Oh, I can hear a little bit of noise behind you.
I think there's a feeling that there's, I mean, you've got to differentiate how they feel in the state of Florida, which is almost certainly a win for Donald Trump, to the feeling nationally here, because of the fact that they're going
The Nightcat tent. To be honest, this one's doing all right. Got the sides tucked in tonight. You can either pull the sides out or tuck them in, so I have them tucked in. Keeps it nice and warm. The same with that one. Obviously when it's warm, I pull the sides out. But yeah, it's got a frame on the top. You don't even have to peg it out really. It's completely, you can just throw it out and jump in it. but I obviously pegged it right out. And that thing keeps trying to grow into my air vent. Look. I noticed that the other night. Yeah.
Well, Grant, thank you very much. We're going to continue putting in the candidate.
A lot of trees that are falling down in here. I think in high winds I'll have to assess the trees. Or, again, I've been here longer than me. I've lived in this village 53 years. My dad was born in the next road. He was born in 1936. So very old woods. Probably ready to jump out of my skin when I spot this big white thing. But that was a bar now. I've got this app, you see, that you put on and it IDs what the birds are, making the noises. It's really good. But now I've got this new app. I thought I can't keep apparently shining a torch up. Quite annoys the owls. But if they don't like you, they'd let you know. Honestly, I've been here days and they're okay with me. But I've got this new app what I put on, and it basically picks up the heat signature. So anything running about, be it a mouse, be it whatever, it's quite spooky. When you put it on, you think you're in here on your own until you put that app on. You see all these little heat signatures. But yeah. You used to feed the fox. Used to come in your garden. Yeah, they can become quite domesticated. The foxes. Got your urban fox. This goes into your sort of built-up areas and that. And then you've got your sort of foxes that'll be out here. More wild ones, but to be honest, they'll all be out here. Even the ones that come into your urban areas are still coming out to areas like this to sleep and whatnot. But your owls, they're out now. And they sleep in the trees. They just sleep sitting in a tree. But they're a bird of prey, so... But there's one type of... I think it's a hawk. There's one type of hawk that... Because I thought, well, who's hunting the owls? And it's the hawk. There's a hawk out there. Which I know nothing about, but yeah. Yeah, but they can spin their head around 360 degrees, which I find quite mad. This one's burning up, smoking up. Might need a bit more fuel in there soon. Sit down and have a smoke. Oh, have a smoke. Let's turn this off. Should we try and blow that out? Boom. Keep me warm in the snow, man, that will. I've been looking at the snowy owls as well, but we don't get them. North America, Canada, you might get them, I don't know. Either way, they're all in here. It's all in here. But I'm the only one that comes in here, that's for sure. For the past year, no one's been in here.
One by Biden the last time, one by Trump. If we go back to 2016, Zoe, good to have you with us. How's it looking? I suppose there was this huge question, really because of the large Arab American population and...
Yeah, I suppose what they do, the owls, they assess what you're doing. Obviously, if you're there trying to shoot them out the tree, they'll go mad and attack you. Or if you're going near their young or something like that.
In many ways of the United States as a whole, which is why it is a swing state.
They also are quite inquisitive, and if they like you, they think you're quite interesting to watch, they'll just leave you. And I think that's what they've done with me. They've just left me. But yeah, I'll see if I can get that big one again. I think he might have been sleeping the other night, or she. But it was just up there, and it was huge. Honestly, I was quite shocked, actually. You think of an owl as a little owl, don't you? Hooting away. And they can live up to like 30 years of age. Yeah.
beginning
Anyway.
possibly as early as 8 o'clock.
Evening, Tucker. How you doing?
Midnight, we could start seeing some real data from Wayne County.
Right,
And
where's my
because
chocolate?
it's so
I
popular,
fancy another one of them already, and I've not even had this one.
understand just what sort of outstate votes.
Luckily, I brought a little bit more water with me. I've run out of water down here.
Harris has in Detroit versus Trump, who's tried to make some inroads in the city.
I've got a little stream that runs by, a little river. Really, I have to get some of them water purifying bottles. You can get like bottles that you put all river water in it, it purifies it.
North Carolina, it has 16 electoral college votes. Last time around, Donald Trump won by 74,000 votes. Let's check in with Rachel.
Donald Trump won by 74,000 votes last time.
In North Carolina, you're with us from Wilmington. Rachel, for people who don't know,
Got something flying up my leg. Oh, got something flying up my leg now. Lot of creepy crawlies out here.
And you're right, it was a 1.3% advantage. It was the
Where's my lighter then?
of victory that Trump had in any state in 2020. So it's going to be that close, and we're seeing with early voting numbers. We have to see how those voters are going to.
Oh, you turn that off, man. Big moth. Moths are out in full effect.
Correcto. Y espero que no le moleste a nadie, que nos esté... Sepan que estaremos en unos minutos en Valencia y que seguimos estando muy pendientes de todo lo que ocurra allí y de las consecuencias.
Quarter to
El
12.
compromiso de que no se nos olvide nunca, de insistir mucho en los próximos meses para que lleguen todas las ayudas y todas las promesas.
You get birds flying around there. Brainless thing.
Right, that kind of thing.
Moths, flying right into the heat.
The voting, I think the voting numbers are big. Okay. And again, if they are, if it's increased how people voted last time, that's good for Trump. Right. Mike, you're a star, mate. Thanks for coming in. See you guys.
MG, have a good night.
Nice to see you.
Yes.
Top man.
We'll come back tomorrow night and you'll still be here.
I'm probably still here, yeah. I was serving burgers earlier. You see me at the canteen.
Yeah. Doing the top thing,
Yeah.
You
You can join Mike Graham for the US election overnight special as America decides who will be the next president from 1 a.m. Mike will provide.
Hopefully Trump. I think he's gonna, you know, from what I'm hearing and seeing and reading.
With a minute-by-minute update as
It don't seem like a lot of people have got a lot of trust in that lady.
For unrivaled coverage of the US election, and that was a look at the latest action.
I suppose I'll know by the morning.
Conditions apply. 18 plus for Gamble.
For full form on the sports bar with TalkSportBet.com. Belting broadcaster, brilliant bookie. 18 plus BeGambleAware.org.
Right, we're going to get some back pages, and I've got a Real Madrid fan who's had enough of Jude Bellingham. What?
The Sports Bar with TalkSportBet.com. Brilliant broadcaster, best in class bookie. Say no more. 18 plus BeGambleAware.org.
What's the time? Too early for a fire. I normally light a fire about, well, when it gets a bit nippier. Got some stuff to burn tonight. Got to burn a lot of rubbish as well that I've sort of created.
Big or small, like a bowl of first drinks in your new kitchen. Cheers. Join millions of customers in the UK when you spend, save and invest through the Chase app. Chase, see what your money can do.
Hopefully my radio won't go flat. I did charge it, but
investments are provided by Nutmeg and not guaranteed by Chase.
I think I've got my other one somewhere.
At the TalkSport Bet online casino. Because
got the little brother there.
Top offer for all new customers. Simply download the TalkSport Bet app.
Hopefully there's enough power in this glass.
You'll get £5 absolutely
It's got
free.
2 lithium-ion batteries in it.
With no deposit required.
Pretty good battery
Plus,
power.
check out all the usual casino favorites like slots.
Session speech. We all found out on our Blackberries. It was.
Have you ever noticed?
You know, just in the water the whole time, cartoon ridiculous, so I actually didn't persevere. Right, it is. I didn't bother. It is Bonfire Night, dying embers, pardon the pun, of Bonfire Night. So each year conversations are prompted about the use of fireworks. A new petition now is out asking for them to be banned. It's received more than 1 million signatures. And just tonight,
That'll be out soon,
I
mate.
have had an awful lot of people. I mean, some say
Bonfire night.
to an organised display and it was great, but a lot of people with Pats just going, you know, they are so upset and so anxious and so disturbed by this. So where are you, Fiona, on this?
I've got a dog, and I think because we're quite a loud
Evening, Joe.
household, he's completely fine.
No, mate, nothing at the moment. I had a few screeches when I walked in, which will be them
music. So that's like dulls any
just screeching to alert others that I'm coming. But that's one screech.
Yeah.
I've been sort of reading up on them.
What do you think, Paul?
But they're okay with me being here, so they'd have let me know by now. They're very territorial. But I suppose they got used to me. If they don't like you, they'll let you know. But if they find you quite interesting, they'll just leave you. Once they've worked out whether you're any harm to them, that's the way ours work, which is fair enough, really.
It's difficult, and I think that comes down to fireworks are amazing, they're beautiful. But you can have them without.
I had a few noises out there in the bushes, but I ain't got a clue what they are. I've got this new app which is sort of showing me the heat signatures, which was amazing. I discovered that the other night. I thought, well, I can't keep shining the torch everywhere.
The US election is
because apparently the owls don't like that too much. So now I'm using this heat-seeking sort of, which is picking up heat. But it won't just pick up my hand, it'll pick up my mouse, anything crawling about.
It's a bit of a pantomime almost, isn't it? With what's going to happen.
And really, you could watch a human come in here and watch him in the dark and see where he is.
And there's going to be a lot of happy people and a lot of very angry people. So, let's hope there's no violence. That's all I worry about.
Yeah. What about you, Paul?
Yeah, well, I was there last week. I was in America, and it's really interesting because you get a different.
Because I don't know, I just decided to come out, Tucker. I had no idea these owls was in here.
I am glued to it.
I wasn't supposed to be out this long. I've been nipping back in and out and having the occasional night indoors, like I did last night. I've just left all this. No one's come along or done anything.
So will you? I know you don't particularly sleep.
But yeah, I suppose seeing them owls and that, and
to stay up and kind of follow it.
All the sort of investigation work I've been doing into them has got me quite interested. I've obviously lived in this village all my life. I never knew these was in here.
It's just to have the couple of hours then that you need.
And the fact that it's called a baby owl. Go and Google it, and it's the rarest one to come across. The fact that I've heard that in here is quite mad. But yeah, might just stay out, or we'll be out all winter. Oh yeah. I'll be in and out all winter, man. Why not? We'll see how we get on in the snow. Going to be a bit more visible in here soon, though. Going to be losing the camouflage a bit.
Trump is now calling into radio stations in Pennsylvania and Wisconsin right now, encouraging last-minute turnout. We also know that in Wisconsin,
saying that, you got to come and get down a ditch to get in here. To be honest, I'm not worried anyway. I mean, what's someone going to do? Nothing.
Also, the first polls have closed in eastern areas of Indiana and Kentucky. As Nulu was mentioning, in a few minutes, more polls will be closing in a whole raft of
battery
states.
power I got.
Also, Donald Trump
81%, ain't too bad. Been on it 34 minutes.
There's massive cheating. The Philadelphia district attorney has said
I've
no evidence to back up the allegations.
got a couple of
and Kamala Harris has
battery banks tonight.
Media, I love Gen Z, and I'm grateful to our first-time voters for making their voices heard. And by the way, the Harris campaign is based at Howard University in Washington.
No, mate, it's not a police. It's not a police act. It's not a criminal offence.
And correspondent John Sudworth is at a Republican watch party inside a ballroom.
If we go by the letter of the law, what I'm actually doing now is trespassing,
in about 8 or 9 minutes.
which is a civil offence.
Georgia is so important for both.
Before you can get done for trespassing, they've got to actually warn you, oh, you're trespassing, can you go? But to be honest with you, I've been out here all my life, man, fishing, night fishing, camping, shooting.
But of course, what they base that on.
Do you know what I mean? As long as you're not interfering with anything the farm's doing, it's all good. And obviously, I'm just in here camping.
Given that the polls are so tight.
But to be honest, nobody really knows where I am. A couple of people do.
2020 by just 11,000 votes or so. Polls, as you say, will close in 10 minutes. There are one or two that have been given a short extension of 20 minutes.
So even if you rang the police up and said, oh, Phil's camping out there, it's nothing to do with them. What's he doing out there? Well, nothing. He's just camping. Do you know what I mean? I'll tell you to go away. But yeah. But yeah, we didn't call it wild camping when I was a kid. It was just called camping. I'm going down a river camping. Do you know what I mean? No one said wild camping like we do today, or illegal wild camping, which I thought I'd put up. Because if anybody's being honest and they're camping in England, unless they're in the national parks, which have got a couple of places where you can legally camp, but that's currently in court. They might be out ruling them. But yeah, but there's quite a few of us illegal campers out there. Yeah, they're out there. They're out here about now. You'd still catch the end of them for sure. In fact, me and my pals used to come up near this area, looking for the mushrooms there. I know exactly where to go. Crazy, eh? Been here all my life. Know where everything is. Apart from the owls, we didn't know where they were till now.
Depending on the turnout, you might be able to get some indicators on whether it will go to Mr. Trump or Miss Harris.
Tempted to light a fire.
It's looking pretty close to what it was last time round, so no big surprises there, I don't think, in terms of some 4 million early ballots cast. Something like 1 million extra votes will have been cast today at the polling booths. And also, I think, very difficult to read.
Yeah, I might get a fire going later. It's not that cold yet. I'll only wait till it gets a bit colder. Got some stuff to burn. Some wood down there. I fancy another drink, man. What do you reckon? Got to find some more water. The commodity tonight is water. Where's all the water? We got some. Oh, that's full of water. Yep, happy days. Happy days. Gonna have another chocolate. I'll fire this up again. Let's find the control. There's a controller. Get this one out of the way before we burn ourselves. This is a nice one, that antique that is. Burn away all night, that will. Yeah. So, this is where we had the bonfire the other night. No, not my beer tins, by the way. They are beer tins from about 3 years ago. Somebody had here. Yeah, I quite like him. Bear. He used to be an SAS instructor. Yeah. They're obviously the experts. Again, chuck them in here, would they be an expert? The only reason I'm an expert in here is because I've lived here all my life. I know what's around here. So I didn't realise that the owls were that big, man. It was huge. It looks huge from down here, do you know what I mean? Let alone being up there. And apparently, also years ago, in olden days, people used to believe that when an owl came to visit you, it was somebody from the dead. coming back to you, saying they're still with you. Yeah, I've also read that it could be bad luck. Well, I thought it can't be bad luck. Yeah, so maybe it's someone coming back from the dead. Maybe you come back as an owl. Who knows? Either way, they have been known to swoop right down, like level with you. That must be amazing. I'll probably just shit myself if that happened. And there's one, what's it called? I forget the name of it. There's one of these owls, man. And it's got like, looks like something out of Sesame Street. Or the Muppet Show, do you know what I mean? It's got like massive eyebrows and big pointed ears. Looks quite scary. But yeah, I've not heard that. I've not seen that. So far I've seen a barn owl, and I've heard a tawny owl, and I've heard a baby owl. But I'm yet to see them. The only one I've seen, but didn't actually hear it, was the barn owl. Didn't make any noise. Indeed, they are quite wise, Joe. They live for up to like 30 years. I've been like reading up on them and that. How they got memories and shit like that. I've been reading up on. Have they got feelings and all sorts. But yeah, they normally find a mate, and they just stay together forever, and come back to the same place all the time to roost. And I'm right in the middle of a roost here, I think. So they find a partner, and it's for life. That's how the owls mate. I've been looking at the snowy owls that you get, but we don't get them, which are pure white ones. You might get an albino one, I don't know, because you get albino. We get albino. Well, obviously we get albino people, but we get albino animals as well. I've seen albino foxes and that. So you must get an albino owl. But yeah, the barn owl is big, got like a white breast, but it's got a big like lover face. But during the day, we can hear squeaking in it like the daytime birds. There's something out there now. I can hear something slowly cracking twigs. Fucking, that made me jump. Make yourself jump out here, man. I certainly do. So now I've got my chopper, look. Only one to bring out now. I used to be a chef, so I've got plenty of knives, so if we had to, we would, I guess. But I very much doubt I'll have to defend myself in here from anything. Plus, if someone was to run in here, they'd just be falling over, man. They'd be falling over all the falling down trees. Unless they were fucking Rambo or something. A dog or something, yeah, quite a few dogs. Guns going off, man. All farms all over there. I'm surrounded by farms. I'm in the middle of a like massive bit of, I don't know. It's all accessible for the public. Do you know what I mean? I'm not completely off the beaten track. There's a public footpath that goes right around there. But yeah, guess it depends what you're doing, doesn't it? If you're in here poaching or whatever, which I'm not. Not really into that. If I saw anyone shooting the house, man, I'd go up and give him a good fucking slap, I think. Get a dog, man. Yeah, I've seen some campers out with the dogs. I'll tell you what I loved the other night, right? I'll have to find him. This geezer's gone out on his first night camp, right? Wild night camp on his own. And then he was shishing himself, right? And Not that I'm slating anyone that's scared of going out here. He's pretty, you know what I mean? You got to get used to it or grown up with it. And he said to start with, he was just going to put his tent up and get used to the noises. And all the noises, and that was freaking him right out. And I wrote on there, yeah, there was this noise, and I wrote on there, yeah, I'm out in a minute in my tent, sort of in Kent. Just me and the owls. The only thing he's going to hear is nature, man. But yeah, I forget I subscribe to him anyway. That was his first wild camp. And I've seen some other people who really want to do it, but can't do it. I just urge you all to get out there, man, and do it. Do you know what I mean? It's only your imagination that's stopping you. To be honest, if anyone comes out here in the dark, they're just going to be just as fucking scared as me, I guess. Like they're saying that we've had murders, we get murders and that out in the countryside here and out in the middle of nowhere. But you know what I mean, you got to be dabbling in. Well, to be honest, I'm right off the beaten track, man. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a dog. I used to have a Belgian Shepherd dog. Just a bit like an Alsatian, but bigger. Yeah, she would keep me warm in there at night, for sure. Little small dog, little Jack Russell or something running around. I've seen some. I quite like big dogs though. Big Alsatians, man. Yeah, I'd love it out here. They'd be chasing the rabbits, I think, all night. I've seen people out with their dogs and that. Right, anyway, it's enough chit chat. We've got to get some fresh water on. Dribbling out of there, look. How much we got there then? Using my small cup tonight. I need a bit more than that. This is proper wild camping, man. It is. I don't know what that was. Sounded like a flock of birds. Put my old heat-seeking app on. That's mad. You think you're in here on your own, right? But until you put that app on, start looking out there into the bushes and stuff, and up there, seeing little glows. I've tried the other app as well, where it all goes green. That doesn't really work that well. You give your position away, you would using that. But I've got this really good one that just picks up heat. Suddenly pick up the figures of a few people coming in. You're like, what? Yeah, I could get some water from the stream, boil it, be quite, you know what I mean? There's fresh water coming in. This River Bourne goes through my village. There's a ditch with fresh water going right through there. Yeah, you can also get them bottles, Joe, that you can put water in from anywhere, shake it about for 10 minutes, and it sort of purifies it all. Not that I've tried them. I obviously bring my own water from the house. But. Oh yeah, wild camp. Yeah, you're right there, Tucker. I wouldn't want to be wild camping where there's loads of other people mooching about. I mean, I like proper wild camping. Where I am sort of now, I can just pack up and go anywhere. In fact, I've got another place to go at some point, which is another wood that my granddad used to work in. He used to make charcoal in there. My dad used to go up there during the war when he was a child. Yeah, which is up on really high ground. In fact, it looks like a bit of a forest when you're in there. But yeah. Anyway, that's enough talking. Where's the flamethrower? Here's the flamethrower. Gonna turn this up. Otherwise I'll never get me chocolate, man. Got a little control on the side here. Might even light the bonfire in a minute. Where's the fucking bloody controller? I've lost the controller. There it is. Get a light off that one. Straight in like that. Well, we might have to we might have to pull the that might get it done. That far up a bit in a minute. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, if I had someone coming into here, you get dog walkers walking around here in the daytime. But if I had someone at like 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning walking about here, that would definitely alert me. I'd definitely be alerted to that. Yeah. But to get in here, you've got to really, here we go, look, yeah. Where's the old flashlight? To get in where I am, look, there's a tree down there. There's also trees down there, look. And there's a massive tree down here. There's one down there, look. There's also a massive one now. This is the only way in. There's my wheelbarrow. The only way in is through that ditch there. So they're going to hit that straight away. They've got to come across here, spot me over there. They can't really run through there. They've got to come this way, man. I know exactly where they're coming. They're coming in this way, or they can go that way. By the time they've got to here, man, trust me, I'm already fucking out here. I'm already out there with a torch on them. My blowtorch, which is down there. Nah, only joking, guys, but no, obviously you'd have to assess the situation. But if somebody was with a big chopper or something trying to cut you up, yeah, I'd have no problem blowtorching them, or chopping them, or doing anything. Basically, if it was you or them, it's going to be them every day, mate. Yeah. But I guess if I weren't that way inclined and I didn't grow up the way I did, you know what I mean, I wouldn't be so blasé out here. But to be honest, no one's going to be out here, man. Or if they do, I don't know what they're doing. It's just me and the owls, man. Me and the owls and the foxes and all the other creatures and things. Very peaceful. During the day, I'll do a little video during the day tomorrow, and it's so noisy in here. You get all the daytime birds, all your songbirds, your robins, your, you know what I mean, sparrows, starlings, all your other birds. Then as dusk comes, they disappear, and you start hearing the screeches. People think of owls, and you think like owls, like making owl noises, like they screech, man, really loud screeching. They'll probably start in a couple of hours, they normally do. Screeching, they just start screeching out to other owls. Couldn't sleep without a fire on the go. Yeah, I got one there ready to go, but I thought it was colder out here, man. I thought it's freezing out here, but it's not that freezing. Get my antenna out of the way. Let's move one of these lanterns, man. That one's getting a bit of a black lens. Have to clean that up later. Do a bit of fuel in that as well. Let that burn. What we'll do, we'll just put that one there, man. Bit of light around the tent and whatnot. This one can come in a bit. Ready?
also say Donald Trump has never been a disciplined candidate, that his advisors have always had the challenge of when to let Trump be Trump. That became kind of the saying out of the White House when he was there, and when to really try to rein him in. There was an interesting piece that came out recently, just in the past 3 days, different rallies that he was attending. And of course, this is very grueling. I can't imagine, particularly his back-to-back rallies, but he seems to be somebody who really thrives on this type of energy and comes to life.
Yeah, good night, mate. Have a good sleep. I'm going to sit down there and drink this and then sort this tent out, I think.
Thanks for the moment. You're going to be staying with us for the next few minutes.
And we also have joining us in studio Patrick Mercer, Pennsylvania. You're very welcome to
That's going to go out in a minute. Blow that out. Leave that on. Just make sure I'm not treading on anything. Ah, that's better. Maybe chop up. Yeah, he's a chef and a baker. Quite a few instruments.
They say close tight for both of the candidates. Pennsylvania goes down the middle in that way that you described.
Yeah, I think we're not overly political. In fact, we actually have like 1.3 million independents. So folks who aren't necessarily want to pick a side. And I think, that's a state that went for Donald Trump.
Little bit of fuel. I've done quite well with the fuel. All this camp I've done on 2 bottles. I've still got about that much left. The good thing about these little ones, this one's a proper a proper storm lantern. I burn all night on a tank. And you get a nice little bit of heat coming off of it as well. It's only smoking, by the way, because I've got the wick up quite high. I've got a very high flame. Yeah.
Well, it's quite a jigsaw, Ross, isn't it? It's interesting listening to Patrick Mercer there.
Quite a bit of heat coming off of it. I've seen people convert these into like little stoves, but to be honest, it's a bit quicker with my big stove.
Long lines at Pulls at 7 o'clock. And here I am in Virginia when they close, because the door beside me has just been locked, about 10 minutes ago. And there's been a high turnout here. This is
I can only feel for Simon being in that car. He didn't know how to stop.
Yeah, what it was, mate, it was emotional, it was scary.
Change the colour. I can change the colour of it. My eyes green, I find I get on better with at night. That green there. That one, no. Where is it? That one.
I just can't understand what happened then. Yep, we'll get someone out to your tenant and get that looked at. With Direct Line's landlord emergency cover added to your landlord insurance, whether your tenant fix the toilet or break a door lock, we'll get you from problem to solution as quickly as possible. Direct Line, we're on it.
1:15, eh?
Landlord insurance underwritten by UK Insurance Limited. Residential properties only. Cover up to £1,500 per call out.
I've heard it's now free to sell on eBay.
Still very, very mild out here for November. I should be in there with all the doors down and whatnot. I've got sort of things up at the minute. I've got like tie-ups there, so I can just pull the sides up. I've got my net down. But what I do when I go to sleep, I just pull it right in like I've done now. Obviously in the summer you'd have it pulled out. Yeah, it's all double skinned, double seam stitched, all sealed. And actually, it's quite warm in there. where all the inside's black, it's to retain the heat. I don't know how I'll get along on that. How I'll get along in that once the temperature starts. At the moment, we're down to like the lowest we'll get. We're just starting to get into the low numbers, like 6s. You know what I mean? Which is as cold as the fridge. But obviously in Kent, well, everywhere in Britain, once winter properly kicks in, you could be out here -10 quite easily. Don't know what it'd be like then in there. -10. You'll either be freezing your balls off or you won't be. I'll definitely have a fire on the go. Might come down for a little Christmas Day camp. We could even have a Christmas Day in the woods. Yeah, I wonder what it's like in here in proper winter. All this greenery that you can see and that'll all be gone, man. It'll just be the bare branches, I guess. Better see a lot more in here. Then again, I'll be a lot more visible, but I don't care. I leave this as I found it. I'll take all my mess with it. In fact, when I leave this time, I'm actually taking someone else's mess with me. There you go. Well, I've been on there over an hour now. Anyway, I'll be back later. Whatever you're doing, have a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video. Might even get an hour in an hour or two screeching up there. Or we could get really lucky and actually come across one sitting in the tree like we did the other night, which was just mad. Or you might even get one swoop down. You do it very rarely, they'll swoop down and literally stand right next to you, but I've not experienced that. I think that would blow me away. Do you know what I mean? It blew me away seeing out the size of it in the tree. It was the size of a 3-year-old baby. Well, or at least that's how big it looked, man, down here. I've got pretty good sort of visual perception of how far things are away. And this was huge. I don't know how calm I'd be if it flew down right next to me. It'd be like having a sort of little, especially the one with the pointed eyebrows. Looks like it comes straight off of Sesame Street. Pointed eyebrows and just crazy looking bird. Pointed ears. I forget what that one's called. There's only 5 owls that are native to England or where I am. And so far, I think we've heard the rarest, which is what they call a baby owl, which is really rare. It's not a baby owl, it's just called a baby owl. It's a breed of owl. Yeah, I've heard that. The barn owl, that big one we see in the tree the other night, I've not heard, but I've actually seen, but it didn't make any noise. That'd be the stealthiest one so far I've come across. The noisiest one is, in about an hour, I'll do a video as soon as it starts, is what's called the tawny owl. And they just make so much noise in here. Yeah. Smoke weed every day. Many people do. Anyway, I'll be back later. Whatever you're doing, don't forget to like and subscribe and have a good one.